What's up, YouTube? What's up, what's up? I'm Chuck. This is Extreme Games. Welcome. This is the How Low Can You Go stock market live stream for today. Holy hell. The market's already dumping out on us. How's everybody doing? Let a couple people get in here and we'll go from there and get into my studio here and check the stream quality and all that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Alright, stream quality is excellent. Good to go there. Let me check. Okay. I'll chat down here. I'll just say good morning down here. Good morning, people. Oh, Jesus. Good morning, brother. How are you? How are you? How are you? Mohammed, how are you, brother? It's evening here in Turkey. Thank God. Alright, man, from Turkey. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What time is it? Mr. B, good morning. Another day of diamond handing. You know it, my friend. You know it. You know it. They're hitting the market heavy right now. Getting a little bit of a bounce here, but what do we get? 93, 23. A 30-cent bounce right now as it stands. It looked like about a 50-cent bounce off $20.93. But yeah, they're hitting it. 5:03 p.m. Okay. That's weird. So what the market 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the market's like from 5:30 to 11 for you. That's different. That's different. Good morning, brother. Good morning, John. Another day of buying and diamond handing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to accumulate on this, man. I mean, it's the only thing I know how to do. Right? Especially under these circumstances. It's really the only thing to do. I mean, either, you either cut or you add. I mean, you cut or you add. You hold and you add. And that's what I've chosen to do on this one. I feel good about it. I mean, I know it's a market-wide thing, and I do know that they're hitting. It's obvious that they're hitting us harder. So they're kind of, And I said this was going to happen. I'm going to explain that. I think I might actually even do a video later today about that, because I don't see anybody talking about how, like, the market mechanics of how this correction or market crash can and probably most likely will happen, and like in the sequence of things, and how it's going to affect these stocks directly. So I think I'm gonna that's probably gonna be my video. I mean, I have some Algo updating to do on, like I told everybody I would do on like BBIG and Nokia and Gamestop. But I mean, there's really not much. I mean, BBIG I can do an update on. Gamestop I could probably do a quick one on. But they're all following suit. You know what I mean? They're all every one of these are doing the same thing right now for the most part. BBIG's not as bad right now. It's held its own. I think it's got something entirely different going on with it right now, on a different level too. So we'll see how it reacts today. I mean, BBIG's already reacting with the market this morning. Obviously not as heavy as AMC, but yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do later. I think I'm going to do a video on that and just explain to everybody how this is going to probably go down. Well, it's going down like that right now, and this is what I said. You know, that when the market starts to go, they start closing longs first, and if they close longs first, and then sorry, I was thinking about something else there. And then once all the long positions are closed, then they close the short positions. But simultaneously, while they're closing longs and getting their liquidity back from those longs, they dogpile in on the shorts, on their short positions, in a last-ditch effort attempt to drive them down as low as they can before they liquidate them. And that's typically how this would go, and in my opinion. And then, so, you know, in concept or in context, we would be last to see any kind of reaction. Longs would stay down. So what you would see is market go down, our GME, Gamestop, AMC, all the other ones that are tied to it, any highly shorted stock is going to go down with the market, and it would all look normal, and everything's going to go down at once and together. But like, again, we're going down harder, right? Market goes down yesterday, what, 0.6%? We go down 15, you know? Market's down this morning, what, probably something like that. Let me go watch this. Yeah, market's down 0.6 again this morning. We're down another 10%. You know, so we go down harder because they're dogpiling in. They're slowly pulling their liquidity out, and then they're piling in on the short. So we're following as well, but then they're piling in and driving it down, shorting it down harder. So when we finally get down and all the liquidity that they wanted to get back from all of the long positions, and they're done shorting because it's time now to cover the shorts, they're going to go one last heavy round on all of the heavy shorted ones, dump all that liquidity that they have in it to short it down as hard as they can to as low as they can, and then literally like a switch, boom, they start buying back and closing those things, and bang, the market stays down where it's at, and all the heavy shorted ones, poof, go up. And I really truly feel that's how it's going to happen. It's not a fair game when they use AI computers to trade for them. I agree, Muhammad. I agree. Brother, that's why I have set out on a mission to figure these algorithms out. Because I sat here, you know, for all this time, and I've watched this all happen, and I've watched, I mean, I don't know, 2 months I sat and watched the order book and watched the manipulation take place within the order book in real time. And once I started picking up on that visually and connecting it to the chart, what I had been seeing, and again, still seeing, you know, I thought, okay, I got to figure out how to use this against them. I got to figure out how to slip under it, you know, slip in the back door, because I know what they're doing. Observe what it is that they're doing and try to find a way to, however you want to call it, extract money out of that, or to use what they're doing against them to make money, because I know I can't stop them from doing what it is they're doing. You know what I mean? So Somebody told me a while ago, and that was the advice they gave me: figure out what it is that they're doing and how they're doing it, and then find a way to exploit that for your gain, for your money. Find a way to slip in and slip out, get in, get out, as many times as you need to, or as many times as you can, in and out, in and out, in and out, and start extracting your money out of it. Well, that was kind of my mission, and I started just diving in, trying to figure out, looking at charts, and that's how I came to this whole algorithm conclusion. And then when I started putting it together in the charting, and then it came together, I was like, oh my Lord, it's here. I got it. I found a way. And yeah. But I agree, brother. It's not fair. It's ridiculous. It really is just absurd that I think beyond that, even myself, I feel like it's absurd that they have as much control as they have. You're doing amazing, brother. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to bring as much value, and I'm trying to spread it like wildfire so that other people can see what it is that I've seen now and what I feel like I figured out. And yeah, thank you, brother. I threw up some option plays, scalps on the private Discord like I do every morning. I'll show you guys here what I got. I mean, none of them, well, I don't know. These are all based off of weighted directional flow. I like to see no less than 70-30 when I'm looking at flow. Good morning, Chad. But this is kind of what I'm looking at. And again, the market started dumping out this morning. I did these last night. Last night we were good up here. This was my this was PayPal. This was going to be my trigger at 186.50. I mean, if you guys want to jot this stuff down, thank you for your due diligence. No problem, Mike. Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate you. This here is, like I said, if you guys want to jot these down, it's up to you. I'm just going to run through them real quick. We got 15 minutes till open. These are the option scalps that I put out in the private Discord. And I did them last night before the market started dumping out here this morning. So some of these are almost invalidated right now that need level changes. I typically don't do that because that's almost like a chase. You know, I mean, if you really wanted to push the issue of a trade on something like this after levels have been set like this, you know, realistically, you would just come down here. This would be my level, the 184.25, and I can put that in here. This intraday scalp, this is how I would do that if I were to do that. It would be right there, 184.25. And then this would be a multi-directional. See, this is what I don't like. I don't like multi-directional possibilities with my options trades. I like to find weighted direction within the flow at a ratio of like 70-30 at the least. And like I said, sometimes they don't trigger, but when they do, it's typically a hit. Like yesterday, I put 3 out, and two of the three hit. One was for 100%, one was for 73%. I think that was pretty good. So anyways, if I had to move this level, it would be here. This was the original one. We've gapped down since then this morning. So on PayPal, what I would be looking for would be this to, you know, get some volume back up. If it rejects off of the 184.25, I would play the downside. If it doesn't, if it goes through, then my rules then would apply, where you want to see a break, a hold, a retest, and one 5-minute candle open and close above the trigger, and then I would go with a call. But again, I typically don't move my levels. This was a Gilead Science. Again, I did this last night. I was looking for it to reject off this and come down with the flow, pushing it down. It's already down this morning. Again, you'd have to move the level. I'm not going to do that. So it looks like I might not even be. I think Fubu was the only one that was close here, yeah. So, oh, 3 people. Fubu here is the only one that was close. 2050. Fubu was a $16.90 trigger to the upside. Flow was to the upside, bullish. So again, just like PayPal, this would be very similar to PayPal. We've gapped down underneath the trigger. So this morning I would, for a call for the bullish flow that was coming in, I would want to see this come up, break this, hold, retest, open a 5-minute, open and close a 5-minute candle on top here, and then I would enter on that 5-minute candle and ride it up. On the downside, if you wanted to play multi-directional on this, even though there's not flow, just play the intraday market, which you see is flushing out again. You'd want to see, and it may just continue to flush, but my rules are always, I want to see this trigger act as resistance and or support. So if it were acting as resistance, you want to see it reject. You know, you want to see a confirmed full rejection. So if that's a retest and then reject, which is what you'd want to see here to play the downside to the next, to, you know, back down to where it's at right now. So yeah, and you see here it looks like it might be getting support from previous, so it could actually come up. So that's it. It's I don't know. It's hard right now with options. Even with flow, especially when the whole market's dumping out like this, it's very, very hard to, you know, normally well, I say that, and then yesterday 2 of them hit, you know what I mean? I put 3 out, and 2 of them hit. One I hit, what was it here? I posted them in Discord. DraftKings was green 100%, so that would have doubled up your money. And ORCL, Oracle, was green 73%. So I had a 100% gainer and a 73% gainer out of 3 call-outs yesterday. So, morning, Jenna. Thank you for your due diligence. Okay, right there. Woo! Poto, where are you seeing GME headed? The same place AMC's headed. I mean, not the same dollar amount, but the same, you know. We broke, where we at? 128. So yeah, we broke down yesterday. So, I mean, I can bring this out a little bit and still kind of keep this pennant. Yeah, okay. So I think the pennant's still intact on the daily for the time being. Yeah, so like if it goes under 120, it already broke the this long time midline support. So let me look here. The next, yeah, right there. Some 96, yeah. Next stop, if it keeps going down, it's gonna be almost $97, right around $97. If it goes down that far, we will be looking at this being converted, this macro fractal shape, in my opinion, being converted as well to a descending wedge. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see how it plays out. But next bottom support is at $96.92, right around $97. BBIG. BBIG was close to real close. It did break out yesterday, like a fake out breakout of this macro descending wedge. It has not come back down to this mid wedge support. I'm fully expecting it to come back down here if it follows the market. If it does, I personally will potentially be grabbing some puts and riding this down here, and then I'll be flipping it here back to calls, hopefully getting that bounce that I've been calling for and waiting for. Alright. Damn, I wanted to play some I wanted to play a scalp or two today. My call outs yesterday were bangers. So I wanted to play some today, and they're not looking the best right now. Alright. Oh, okay, the chat's not in the way. Okay, good deal. So there's that. This was from the video last night. If you haven't seen the update video last night, go check that out, y'all. Go check that update video out. I did an AMC Algo update video. Go check that out. I'd appreciate it. And like always, like and comment for me while you're in there, so I know you watched it, and it helps me get the video out to more people. Alright, let's see. Good morning, Jen. How are you? Welcome. Brother, when do the shorts need to cover for AMC? Is there a legal time limit? No. No, there's not, Muhammad. They typically, so a short's goal is to never cover, right? Just as our goal is to never sell right now until we get what we want out of this trade, their goal is the exact same but opposite. Their goal is to never cover. The only thing that's going to make them cover, there's two things that'll make them cover. There's a market event in a bullish direction to where it blows them out of their short position so much that they cut their losses and they cover, which adds to it, which is what we were hoping would happen. And then there's a market event to the downside on the bearish side, where that's where they would have to, it'd be essentially a forced liquidation due to market conditions or a market crash or a market correction, which is where we're closer to now. So I think if I had to get one thing out to everybody like out there is, listen, a squeeze like we're wanting and like we've been waiting for happens on both sides, both bearish and bullish sides, right? We have tried for a year, and we got we had a couple little squeeze runs out of it. Not little, I mean they were nice ones, but we were looking for another one and a masterful one, right? And we were trying to get the price. Everybody was trying to get the price, buy, try to get the price up and have it happen on the bullish side. However, that didn't happen. Now we're on the bearish side, right? So what I would get out to everybody is, looking, and even myself, looking at the P&L, looking at the red in my portfolio right now because of these two stocks, and looking at my P&L is terrible. However, we're closer now to seeing this thing rip than we were at $47.50, which is where we were when this thing diverted and started initially coming down. So if I could put anything out there, I mean, obviously it would be the mechanics of how this is all going to take place, and we're watching it play out. And I told this, and I'll say it here after market opens and I get through the rest of these comments and we see kind of where we're at with the market and everything, but because we only have 5 minutes left and I'm long-winded. I think you guys have figured that out by now. But we're closer now to that happening. So than we were at 47.50. So it's not all doom and gloom right now. We're actually sitting okay. Like, we're okay, and we're going to be okay at 18. We're going to be okay at 15, and we're going to be okay at 12. These are things that I am preaching to myself as well. You know, I look at my portfolio and it hurts right now, like beyond belief. But again, I've said this a million times. When people say you got to remove your emotions, they're not talking about removing your emotions from your money, because money has emotion tied to it because of we earn it. We put forth effort to get it. We earn it with our time, with our energy, with our thought, with our lack of sleep, with our missing family and this and that. Right? We earn money, so there is emotion tied to money. You cannot change that. That is not what that saying means. Right? Removing your emotion from money, all it means is you have to remove emotion from decision making. Like, if this is what you're going to do with that money, if you're going to either gamble it, or if you're going to invest it, or attempt to day trade or anything like that, you need to remove the emotion from the decision making process when it comes to making decisions for that money. Because it's like anything else in life. If you are led by your emotions and not your reasoning and your common sense and things of that, and your brain power, your intelligence, you typically make decisions that on either side of the tracks that you wish you probably wouldn't have made in retrospect or in hindsight. So that's what that saying means. So the emotion of it sucks. Recognize it. Acknowledge the emotion. Like, man, my portfolio is terrible. I don't know what I'm going to do, and what would happen if this. Acknowledge that. Think that stuff through. But then once you're done doing that, realize that you can't. You can, but it's not wise to make a decision based off of those emotions for your money. You need to use all of the information that you have and then make that decision. So those are the things I think I would give to the community, if I could, on like such a widespread. Obviously the Algo thing as well, because I feel really good about what I put together last night. I feel really good about what I put together last night. I feel like this thing is super legit, and yeah, I'm excited to see how this all plays out. I really feel like I might have nailed this one, to be honest with you. We'll see, though. I wanted to move that because I had said that last night. I'm like, oh, well, it's right here. I know people are going to be, oh, yeah, but it's not there. Somewhere like that. There. Alright. Hey Cloud, good morning. Morning. Just want to say thanks for the update vids, man. Helps a lot with keeping the confidence and knowing what to expect. You're welcome, Cloud. Thanks for saying that, man. Poto, wow, I shared your $18 video with all my stomps yesterday. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Poto. I hope it helped, man. Daniel Rojas, hello, brother. Good morning, Chuck. I appreciate what you do, and I'm learning a lot from you. Awesome, Daniel. Thanks for being here, brother. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Mohammed, thank you. You're welcome, brother. Yep, you're welcome. Jen, when I got in January, I ended up 50% down at some points. Just kept buying and ended up with way more shares than I started with and ever intended to have. I've never been more convicted in the play, especially since Chuck's video this weekend. Awesome, Jen. Thank you for saying that. I ended up the same way, Jen. I got in it at $7 in like late January, early February, and I've bought clear up to 60, and I've now bought on the way back down. I mean, I bought it $47.50. I bought it. I think I said that yesterday. Bought it 30, 32, 29, 20. Now I bought down to 23 yesterday. I was gonna buy here at 18, 19 if it's gonna go there, but I don't know. We'll see. We're getting a nice little bounce here off the rip. So we're open. We're live. All right. I had a couple option plays that I went over briefly. What did I say? The only one I think I'm going to cycle through this. I'll bring the macro back up here in a little bit. Yeah, now Weeble wants to do this right when market opens. Isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient? Unreal. This is the most frustrating thing ever. This dumbass Weeble. Just dumbass. Dumbass Weeble. Looking like some boom boom candles there. God, Weeble. I mean, I might email him right here on Stream Live today. Somebody remind me, if we get slowed down here and things get chilled out, I want to sit and type up a freaking a message to them, letting them know how shitty this platform is. Look at this. As soon as market opened, as soon as it opened, you can't even cycle through. Absolute shit, man. Wow, dude. Let me go. Let me see if I can get it up over here. I don't know. Oh, man. Like, why can't I just have a normal morning here? Like, I want to trade, you know what I mean? I want to trade. I want to be able to do what I want to do here, and I'm not able to do it. Half because of this. Right there. we go. No, I don't have my plays in here. Unreal. Man, that pisses me off. I had trades ready to go, and I couldn't get in them. Couldn't do it. Oh, what do I have? Fubu, PayPal, and Guild. See, there, Fubu was a winner on the multi-directional. This would have been a hard one to get into, though, just because the entry, if you were playing by the rules that I play by. But now, this was the original call out right here. I did this to show moved level. This was my call out right here. So, what I personally would want to see, I mean, that's a hell of a boom boom up on it. I want to see it get up here. I want to see it retest this, and then a 1 5 minute candle open and close above this. Then I would enter it. Those are the rule, my personal rules. Those are the rules that I play by. So I'm happy to see that. I'll be looking at Guild. Let me get it in my watch list here. And I was looking at the, oh no, wait. Am I on Guild? Oh no, that's PayPal, my bad. That's PayPal, my bad. Not Guild. And I was looking at the 192.50 call, weekly expiration. Like right now it's $85 for that contract. So you're looking at like $100 a contract. Probably by the time it 120, by the time it gets up here and does that. All right. Let's look at Fubu. Okay, Fubu's working its way back up as well. Fubu was a call. 1690s the trigger. $17 call, weekly expiration. Guild's not doing it, so I'm gonna keep a look here for a minute while that does that. I'll get to some questions here. Wow, AMC got quite a bit of that back, didn't it? We're at 22.31. $2. I mean, that's nice, and it's nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, that's, you know. How often do you hear "We've come for your daughter," Chuck? To be honest, Poda, I don't think I've ever heard that. Good morning, Tammy. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Here we go with this thing, with the stream. Out of nowhere again. Like, yep, I bought in at like $23 in January. Now I have shares all the way from 6 to 60. Yep. My Weeble too. I can't wait to get out of this play and out of Weeble and the other bullshit brokers. Me and you both, Jen. It's ridiculous. See, and now I'm skipping. As soon as I open that web browser, I moved my Discord and everything off of that off of my main system last night, and I have it on my laptop now, so I shouldn't be having any issues. I've been streaming like this for weeks with no issues. So you guys let me know if there's any issues out there on your end. Let me know in the chat, please. Okay, there's our 5 minute. This might just keep running. May not give you an opportunity to get in. Yeah, this thing's just ripping away, running away. Yeah, okay, so 190 would be the... Yeah, it's already it's already getting there. We'll see if it comes back and retest. If it comes back, some of these you either take a chance, like this one you could have took a chance and got in on the trigger trip, but I'd be lying to you if I said I hadn't before, and I have, and I didn't catch this when I was looking at the chat. But in an ideal world, what I want to see is this come back down and retest this and confirm this, and then I'll go, and then it should go. If it doesn't on this one, so and that looks, we'll see if it does it. We'll just see. Morning, Waddy. How you doing, brother? Thank you for being here. Definitely some strange things afoot. Yeah, for sure. It's on, like we're in the arena right now for this to happen. So. Mustafa, I'm with you, Jen. I wish I could smack the shit out of these hedge fund companies, laugh out loud. My bank account is screwed, but holding for the cause just because. Amen, bro. Amen. Probably because there's so much traffic on Weeble. Yeah, no. Probably because they're just shitty. Their server needs to be able to handle the traffic. They're a freaking trading platform. I mean... hi Sharon, good morning, how are you? So Chuck, I'm looking to add between 18 and 19. However, if the upswing starts before that level, where would you add? Not asking for financial advice, just opinion. Where I would add, so like if this were it, you know, You can add now. You could add now, or I could add now if I thought this was it. I don't, anywhere. I said it yesterday. Here's my theory on this whole thing. I mean, granted, you want to give yourself the best. You want to give yourself the best entry that you can. I mean, that's just the basics of trading. So for me, what I've been doing, this is what I've been doing, Jason. I've been scaling, like my additional shares, I've just been scaling in as it comes down. Like, I bought it, I think the first, on the way down, it went from 47.50, I bought at, like, 39, 37.50, 33.75, 32.75. I just bought at 29, 25, and 23 on the way down. So I'm just picking them up wherever, really, to be honest, and scaling in, because you can do as much DD and as much TA as you can possibly do. Like, for instance, I've done all that TA and all that DD to try to map this out. This may be it. For all I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just showing you, like, this could be it right now. This could be the beginning of the actual squeeze right now, and we don't know it yet, right? Sitting in this moment. We don't know it. And I did all that work. Like, I have been working endlessly to get the Discord, to update that for these things, and to chart. And AMC's my main play. It's where I have most of my money. I have a nice split of that in GameStop, but I'm heavier AMC, so my focus is is on AMC because of that for the most part. But you know, and you can ask some of the Discord members; they'll tell you. You know, the AMC Algo thread, I'm in it. Like I'm putting all my research and all my developments and everything I have that goes in there before anybody gets it. You know, I can do all that, and none of that. As soon as this happens and it ends up being the actual squeeze and shorts covering, all that goes out the window, and none of it matters. So that's how I'm doing it, Jason. All right, I'm gonna watch this here. We came back down, retest. This is looking like it could potentially be a perfect setup. Unfortunately, this candle's not a complete open and close. It did wick down underneath. We'll see where it closes. Go from there. If it's because you can read the candle and read the volume, it is losing volume. You know, this could just be an RSI cool off. If it closes, if the body closes above and it's got equal wick, I think I'll wait a minute, because we're gonna see. It's gonna be it's a battle that's going on right now. So if it's met evenly, I'll wait to see where that next candle. If we close this above, hopefully that next candle will be the. Hopefully it just doesn't go. Hopefully it's the retest confirmation, open and close above, and then I'll try to enter. I'm ready to go right now, waiting for it here. So, Mr. B, 13 million volume already. Laugh out loud. Yeah. I'm with you, Mr. B. All I can say is I'm hanging in there. Haha. Good deal, Tammy. Hey, Tammy, we all are. I'm glad you got your wits with you, though. Did leaving the charts alone for a little bit yesterday help? Do we see AMC going up after the Fed meeting? AMC is going to do whatever the market's going to do after the Fed meeting. I can't imagine the Fed meeting is going to be a good thing. They're speeding up to combat inflation. I guess it just depends on how fast. So, but I can't imagine that would be. I mean, I don't know. Powell's been good at keeping the market calm. I mean, he literally has lied to everybody for months about, you know, inflation being transitory, and then, you know, just comes out in the last 2 weeks and tell, you know, him and Yellen, and they tell everybody, you know, hey, it isn't. Well, Janet Yellen's been saying it isn't the whole time, but, you know, any man that's able to calm this market that's full of just paranoid people, like, I wish people, and I was thinking about this last night, if the vast majority would really grasp the concept that if you don't get scared and pull money out of anything, you just stay in it, none of this shit happens. Like, you know what I mean? You'd swear it's a bunch of crackheads that are investing because, like, one little tiny thing, or a bunch of people hopped up on meth, one little tiny thing, and they freak out. Like, and it's like, you know what I mean? And then it's like, well, don't put your emotion in. And then there are other people telling us not to, you know, you can't have your emotions touched. What are you talking? Like, it's just so, this entire market is so asinine to me. It's just unreal. And it's one of the most frustrating but rewarding things I've ever done in my life. And, you know, I love it and I hate it. So, yeah. Alright. Like my comment on your video last night, hopefully ruffled a feather. Haha. Yeah, Waddy, I knew that's what you were trying to do. No, I was good. I was actually eating when I read your comment. But thanks, man. I appreciate you looking out for me, Mom. I wish we could find a badass hacker to screw these hedge fund companies for screwing us for so many years. Maybe we can reach out to Snowden. I think he might be already on the case. I don't know. He's chimed in a couple times, that's for sure. All right, we got our open there. AMC's pushing. Nice little cool off and push. Did anybody sneak any calls in here this morning on AMC? All right, what did I do? Where am I at? PayPal. 192.50. Wow, AMC just went red to green. At 10% move this morning. We were down 9.6%, and we're now green 0.6. So we made a 9% move to the upside. Looking good, looking strong. Gamestop as well. Gamestop's up 1.5%. Ah, you prick, you wicked down again. Yeah, I agree, CM. I have calls too, a bunch. I just was curious if anybody, and you're right about the IV. It's ridiculous. I was just curious if anybody snuck any in. I mean, you could have scalped. I believe. I mean, you would have had your premium would have been crazy to do so, but you could have made some money this morning on that move. GameStop cooling off a little bit. BBIG is down 4.68. 4.68. Lucid's down 4. Let's look in here. What's yeah, FCell's down 5. Nokia's down a little bit. Nothing major. Fubu. Alright, these are my plays here. This stupid thing. I just have my rules. I'm stubborn like that. Fine, thanks for asking. Okay, good deal, Shane. Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Chuck, my guy, what's good? What's up, PJ? Good morning, brother. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for the support. There was a nice pop. We might be getting some covering going on. We'll see how it keeps playing out. Tammy, I think so. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad. Jason, thank you for the response, Chuck. I guess what I'm asking is, when can we confirm that the descent is over and we're on our way back up, whether it's squeeze or algo driven? Give me a second, Jason, and I'll go back to the macro daily and show you. Damn PayPal, you're taking forever here. Boo Boo hasn't triggered. PayPal's the only one here ready to go. Alright, Guild. Yeah. Ugh. Did it again. Yeah, I'll show you. If I forget when I go back, Jason, I'll show you. I really would like to get in something today. I haven't been making any money outside of anything. I've been concentrating on all the streaming and the you guys and answering y'all's questions and the Discord and yeah, all that. And then the trouble with the system yesterday, and so bear with me, brother. But if I forget when I get back to that chart, remind me. Of course, now you're gonna blow out, prick. Thanks, brother. Thanks for understanding. I'll get to it. I'll remember. I'll just show you what I'm anticipating to give me that confirmation. I mean, obviously there's some variables. If it blows out of the descending wedge that we're in, that's one. But what I can tell you without showing you right now is what I'm doing. Yeah, of course. Yep. Should have figured this. This is my luck. Alright, I'm going. I shouldn't. Damn it. It's running away from me. One more try. $125, that's it. I'm not gonna keep chasing. Son of a bitch. Alright. Perfect call. I didn't get my entry. I didn't get the entry. But perfect call out. I mean, I don't like to chase like that. I tried 3 times. My very first bid was the mid, and it didn't fill, and then it immediately went up. I tried again. I went right back up, and I went $2 above the mid because the spread was wide. $2 above the bid. It didn't get filled. I tried one more time, and I went $1 above the mid, and it didn't get filled again, and it just kept going up, and it was about right here where I have my cursor. You know, I tried to chase from the bottom body of the wick damn near up to where my cursor is. I don't want to chase anymore. I tried to get filled. It didn't. Perfect call out again on my option call outs. I put them out in the private Discord last night prior to, I always do them last night. Last night I put them out this morning, first thing, 5, 6 o'clock this morning. And yeah, yesterday I had 2, I put 3 out yesterday, 3 out today. Yesterday 2 out of 3 were bangers, 100% and 73%. And now today this one was, and I'll have to calculate. Perfect. I put 2 in here this morning, and I give them out here to you guys on the live stream as soon as I go live at 9. I walk you guys through the levels and the ones that I'm looking at to play, and I play them. These are my plays. So this one here, I adjusted the level because it had gapped down this morning. This was the original call out to the upside. Heavy bullish on this. It was like 80-20. And which is what I look for. I look for like a 70-30 weighted. minimum. And like I said, a lot of times, or not a lot of times, but sometimes they don't trigger, and that's fine. I don't chase. I don't. But when they do, and I don't want to say this as like a blanket, like, you know, etched in stone, but like when they do trigger, they're typically winners, because it's the only way I play it. Right? It's a heavy weighted flow play to one direction. I don't typically I don't do this, but this morning with the guys that were on here, since we gapped down, I told them if you could move this down. I don't normally move my levels; they are what they are. But you could move this down because there was resistance and support right here. So I said you could move that down there. If it rejects, you could play it to the downside. If it doesn't, you could play it to the upside. So if you would have entered here, you would have made bank. And then, you know, my goal was to enter here. It came down and retested, confirmed, barely. But then when the body moved up, that's when I tried to enter. And then, like I said, I tried like from there to there. I didn't get in. I could have took this and got, you know, 20, 30, 40%, whatever that would have given me. But I didn't get in. So that was that. So for me right now, PayPal's off the table. But that's winner, chicken dinner. Here's the other one, Guild. It's slowly working its way up to my trigger. This was a downside trigger, but it had gapped down this morning, like literal gap down. So it's gonna, you know, it already did. It filled its gap. Chances are it's gonna continue down. If it does come up, I want to see a retest and a rejection before I enter that. Flow was to the downside on that. And Fubu was an upside, just like everything else. It gapped down, and I'm just waiting on it. It looks range bound right now. So, all right, that's where that's at. Oh, our girl Amy, man, does that not look awesome? I was gonna say something that was not inappropriate. All right, Jason. So, what I would like to see. Let's see if I can find. Where's everybody going, man? People come in here and get a bunch of people in here, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. And then they all go, no, listen, I appreciate all y'all being here. Here, I can show you here. I think this is pretty, well, it is, because this is like where we're at right now, really. Holy moly. Like here, Jason, I want to see, I mean, this isn't the greatest, but this is basically what I want. I want to see something like this that confirms bottom for me, right? So you want to see touchdown, right? Double bottom. It respected it. It left, and it got rejected. And then it tried again. It got rejected again. So the only thing for it to do after this is it has to come back down here and retest this to confirm, is this really my support? I'm just talking the psychology through it. And so you would have known right here on this second rejection, typically, especially with AMC, a double rejection, it's coming down. So down it comes, and it again, double bottom, confirmation. For me, when I saw this next, knowing that this was a double bottom, I would expect the same over here. And once it confirmed this, entry. As well as this being like pretty much a giant W as well. So you want to see consolidation, you want to see confirmation. Those are the two things for me. I want to see consolidation and confirmation. Now, does that mean it'll always happen? No. No. I mean, I've watched AMC, I said this the other day, you know, with options and stuff, I've thought about, okay, here's your entry, you know, now I've entered and it's went, boom, and I've been like, no, what the hell? And other times I've thought, okay, I did that last time, I'm just waiting it out, and as soon as I see consolidation confirmation, then I'll enter. And then it does this, right here. It comes down, boom, touches it, boom, goes. And doesn't wait. So, you know what I mean? 6 to 1, half dozen to the other type thing. You have to. I say this a lot, and I don't know if this translates well to you guys or not, but like for me, when I watch or pay attention to a stock long enough, like I'm able to feel, and I mean this, and it might sound crazy and whatever, but I'm able to feel the swinging of momentum and the movements, which helps me project what I think it's going to do. You know, like, I don't know, you guys were in here yesterday when I said on the AMC chart, remember I said, oh, we're going to come down here in this descending wedge, we're going to break out right here, we're going to go up and get rejected right there, we're going to come back down, and then we're going to start working our way up. I mean, I said that at what, like 10 o'clock yesterday morning. And then that's exactly what happened yesterday. Till we got to the end of the day and it started going down again. But, like, that's literally what happened. And it's because I've watched this thing for so long that its movements, I know. I can feel the momentum swings. I can feel I can feel it. I know it, I see it, and I can feel it. So, I don't know. I tend to think that if you get to that point with something, you know, but then again, she's like having a wife, you know, no offense ladies, but she's like having a wife, you know, you think you know her and you just start thinking you do, and then she does something and you're like, where did that come from? No offense ladies, please don't take any offense. I love you all. Nothing personal. It's just I could relate that to the guys, and he's a guy, and he asked me, please, please don't hate me for saying that. I promise it's nothing malicious at all. But like that, or anybody for that matter. As soon as you get to know something or someone or something about someone, and then it changes up, you know, the AMC and any other stock has the ability to do that as well, as you can see here today. I did have a feeling we were going to get a bounce. I was actually waiting for it to be a little lower than this. So that just goes to show you, you know, I mapped out 18, and we may still come down to 18, but 20 is close enough. So if this ends up being, let me go back here to to up here and show you this bottom. Yeah. All right. So like right here, Jason. Come on, Jen, give it to me. I didn't mean anything, but you can say whatever you want. I didn't mean anything by it, but you can say whatever you want. The mystery of the retracted message. Here, Jason. So, like, this here would have convinced me to some extent that we may be creating a bottom. However, it's, in my opinion, with AMC, I always like to see a double bottom because she typically does double bottom all the time. So this would have had me, and it did, to be honest with you. I was buying in here, and it did. I thought, ooh, maybe, you know, maybe this is it. She's building out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and then started a little bit of an uptrend, a potential uptrend. And then, you know, so my thought was, okay, if we pull back, I'm looking for double bottom, right? Boom, we pull back. 2 days worth of pullback. I'm looking for double bottom, right? And then she falls through. Mr. B, I think you are frozen. Really? Am I frozen for anyone else? I don't get this. I swear I feel like something has happened. I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but I literally feel like something has happened. Damn! Screen is frozen. Damn, can you guys still hear me? Really? What is going on? Okay, Andrew says no, it's just for you guys. I'm good on Andrew. Waddy says lagging a bit, but not frozen. Yeah, Jason says yeah, very choppy. I don't know if you're talking about me or this here, but bit of choppiness, but no frozen. Okay, so damn, dude. Okay, sound is good. Alright. A bit of lag, but not frozen. My feed is perfect. Okay, no freeze here, no freeze here, so a little bit of both here and there. Alright. Damn, dude. So Mr. B says sound is good, but you're frozen. Yeah, I know, right, PJ? I think Jason said that too. Yeah, Jason, you said that too yesterday. Like, you know, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but like, for real, like, I've been, and you guys that have been here with me, if Subi's in here, y'all have been here with me for the last 2.5, 3 weeks doing this. This has never happened. This has never, ever, ever happened. Like, we had the one day when my system had to do a complete system update, and it did that, and I had to redo all the settings and everything in my Streamlab, but your cam of yeah, so the cam's lagging, the picture's, so I'm like tick, 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 tick in the picture, but damn, man. And the bad thing is okay, audio is 100% in real time, so but anyways, yeah, this has never happened in 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden yesterday, out of nowhere, midstream, because I streamed, you know, all morning we didn't have any issues. Midstream yesterday afternoon, boom, it starts lagging, and it's just unreal. I don't understand it. And what sucks, no, it's not the camera. I'm telling you, this never did this. I'm getting notifications on my Streamlabs. And this is what happens. It tells me it skips frames, and it can only your settings, your bit rate, and your I don't even know what all they are, but there's a bunch of them. But anyways, it's you instead of steady motion, right? Yeah, no, I get it. I'm like robotic in the picture, but it's, yeah. I mean, it's not the camera. I have all brand new equipment. Keep it on. Yeah, everybody's saying, yeah, keep the tinfoil hat on. It might be like it's just insane. Like, it just happened out of the blue yesterday. Like, the stream was good all morning, no problems, and then out of nowhere yesterday, midstream, it messed up, and everybody's like, yo, it's freezing up, man. No, you know, can't hear you, and it's just crazy. Ironically, shortly thereafter is when I had a couple people in here telling me, hey, look at the camera for me for a second. And I'm like, what? Why? Because and then they said, because it looks like you're choppy, and you're talking, and what your lips moving on the camera, it's off. And I was like, you know, that sounds weird to me. Look at the camera. No, so I didn't know what was going on. But what's shitty is I can't change the settings while I'm live. and I got like almost 30 of y'all in here. I hate to just, I don't even know how, like, what I would do. I mean, the last time I had to go through this and try to figure out to increase my, I don't know if it's increased the bit rate, you know, or I don't even know. I'm no good at this stuff. I'm not an IT guy, but it took me a while to do it. So I guess what I'm saying is, as long as you guys can, as long as it is, can't even talk. As long as it's doable for you guys, and it's not something that's going to be affecting this stream for you guys, and you're okay with it, I guess we'll keep streaming. If you guys collectively think that I need to potentially end this and try to adjust something and make an adjustment to make it better, because it's going to be annoying or it's going to be hard to get through the day like this, let me know collectively and I'll do that. And also, if somebody knows what the hell I need to do or adjust, let me know that as well, because it would just be trial and error for me until I figure it out. But yeah, I'm skipping 99% of my frames. Okay, Jensen, okay. Do what you have to do, brother. We'll jump back in. Thanks, Jason. Your video's freezing on me now, too, but your voice is coming through fine. Also, I just really recently got on your channel. Can't tell. I'll be watching you for a while. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it, brother. I wonder if there's a cache associated with the stream programs you could clear. Unrelated, but when my phone gets laggy, I just have to clear the app cache. Yeah, there is a cache, or a cache, whatever you call it, but they tell you on your Streamlabs not to clear it unless told to do so by an IT or a tech assistant from Streamlabs. Decreasing the bit rate will ensure you use less CPU power. Yeah, but see, I get that, John, but none of that makes sense to me. I don't know what those things are. I do know, like, okay, one needs to be higher than the other, and the other one, things like that. But as far as to know the functionality of what those things are, to give you guys the best and smoothest experience that I can, and where to set them, I have no idea. None. It's been trial and error this entire time for me. I've asked a few times on stream if anybody knew what to do, like where to set it. Like, if you know where the best settings for this to be are, that'd be badass. You could let me know. I'm good. Don't bother me, Jen says. Okay. I know I've missed a bunch. Yeah. How can I join your Discord, Alex? If you're still in here, if you go look at the video I posted last night, well, actually, I'll do it right now because I'll put it in this. Can I put it in this description? Yeah. Hold on, Alex. I'm gonna put it in the description of this video, of this live stream. Hold on. Gotta upgrade. Oh. And bear with me in the comments, guys. I'll get to your comments, the best that I can. Okay, that's that. And then this is the live stream. Edit title, description. Alright, Alex, there you go. It's in the description of the live stream that you're in right now. The private Discord invite link. It's in there for you. There's a free section as well. So for those of you that don't want to pay or can't pay or something like that, for the private access, there is a free chat channel, so you can join and load that up, and you guys can talk and stuff in there as well. Alright, I'm going to go back and read these because I know I missed them. And I don't want to do that to you guys. AMC gonna do what the market does until it doesn't. We need it to diverge from the market at some point. That's how that's happened. Yeah, CM, I explained that. I'm gonna actually do a video, and I said that to the very first thing this morning on the live stream. What I said, my video today, my update video is going to be. Nobody's talking about how it's all gonna actually play out and how we're gonna watch it play out with a market correction or market crash. And I'm gonna do a video on that because nobody's letting people know like the process in which, right? And so I think I'm gonna do a video on that. It's gonna be a little bit about how there's this negative beta discussion is like literally not up for discussion. Negative beta is on AMC is not there. However, the way it's gonna react is the sequence of events that will occur. And then it'll go, and it will divert. At some point, the market then will stay down, and we will go. But I think I'm going to do a video on that. But you're right, and that is how it's going to take place. The market will end up staying down, the broader market, and all of the heavy shorted stocks will all have their day when they start the coverage. But I believe the heaviest of them, of the bunch, AMC, Gamestop, will be the last ones to go because there'll be a last-ditch dog pile in effort to drive them down as low as they possibly can before the switch is thrown. Not only that, they'll be using the liquidity that they have just taken from liquidating their long positions to dog pile in with, and then when they get it down to where they're ready to go, they'll throw the switch and then it goes. So yeah, but you're right, bro. Or sis, I don't know which you are. Haha, I'm going to try and make you laugh with these because I know you don't want it, Dad. Whatever, buddy. Thank you, Chuck, for your time. I'm streaming you all day while I'm working. Your TA is on point. Awesome, Alex. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I really do, man. Thank you. We've got about 10K in calls, but IV is already over 200%, which is not ideal for buying. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I agree with you, CM. We've come for your daughter, Chuck. It's from Beetlejuice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I've never heard that. Chuck, you and Trey are by far the most real dudes analyzing the market these days. No bullshit with you guys. No drama, which I respect. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, brother. No worries, man. Work hard. Okay. I think that's when I was talking about my trading. I love seeing the progression of your audience growth. Yeah, me too, Pono. That's what I told you guys I said this is literally just the beginning. Literally just the beginning. Like, man, we have, there's just so much on the table, and I think the potential here, not only with me and with this channel and with the Discord, but with the community, with you guys that have been here with me since I started doing this, man. There's like seriously super duper potential here, and I do too. That's what I was saying yesterday. Like I've gotten messages from you guys telling me, you know, how I've changed like so much for you within your, you know, whatever it is, your life, the market, and like it is literally changing my life to see that and to hear these things and the compliments that you guys are paying. Like, it's mind blowing to me, and it's funny because the people that were pushing me to do this are now saying now saying to me, this is why I was telling you to do this. This is why for so long I was telling you to do this. For this exact reason. So, yeah, it is awesome, Poto. I'm glad you're here with me, bro, and I appreciate the support, man. Just not meant to be, Chuck. No worries. What's not meant to be, Sharon? Oh, the entry on, yeah, I know. I tried. I even went further than I normally go. I normally don't chase even like that. I'm like, I normally like one time I'll jump it up, but like to do it 2-3 times, but I wanted to try to get in and show you guys one like actual full trade live, but oh well, I tried. I know I'm still skipping. I'm still getting notifications. So I just want to get through your stuff. How can I join your Discord? I just told you, Alex. It's in the description of this video. So I'm pretty dumb, and the feed was choppy. My plan is to wait for another test of 20 or so before I pull the trigger on a buy. Yeah, I think that's a solid plan. As long as you have a plan, Jason, and whatever makes you comfortable. You know what I mean? Whatever you feel is going to be. Whatever your timeline is for return in your mind, and whatever you feel is going to be a good entry price that's going to provide you with a decent return, then yeah. Man, I'm losing you guys, like dropping like flies. People coming in, people going out. I have like 30 people in here. No, half, 15, 16. What's going on? People don't like me, huh? That's funny. That's funny. Alright. So otherwise, I'll wait for another higher period of consolidation and buy on the low side. Perfect. There's Jen's message retracted. I'm back. PJ says, what's up, brother? Mr. B, I think you're frozen. This is when all that started. No, not frozen. Yes, very choppy. Bit of choppiness, but not frozen. It's no conspiracy, bro. Yeah. Okay, this is I read all this. 100%. Tammy says Matt's feed was freezing earlier. We can blame YouTube. Okay. Kenny is after you. Yeah, right, John? I know. That's what I was starting to talk about. I'm a tinfoil hat where they have infiltrated. My phone camera opens up every time I turn off my phone, and I can hear the music off when I close it. That's crazy. All good again, John says. It's got to be. Okay, I read that. I'm on the FBI watch list. Very low end because of Army service. Looked for bombs. Thanks, Timothy McVeigh. Wow. See, you're bringing all this heat over here, Waddy. What the hell, man? Okay, I wonder if the cash. Andrew says, okay, wait. Okay, I read that. Man, I'm getting lost. Probably need to put my glasses on. Keep that tinfoil hat on, bro. Man, need to post a picture. Your video is freezing on me. Okay. Also, I just recently found your channel. Can tell I'll be watching you for a while. Awesome, Andrew. Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you. I wonder if there's a... Okay, I read that. Decreasing... See, okay. I'm good. Doesn't bother me. Drew, I love my tinfoil hat. Streamlabs, common lag issue, internet connection, or overloading your PC. Yeah? Yeah. How can we fix that, Poto? When's the last time AMC had 30 million volume in 30 minutes in? A long time. And all green candles? This has to be the start of something. Yeah, it definitely looks like it, man. That's what I was saying. Like, it may be, and we may not even know it yet. It may not be, though, but that's definitely an indicator. I would think that somebody's covering. I feel as if somebody's probably that's what we got this morning. They bleeded off. I mean, AMC or GameStop's up almost 9% right now, as well. So it seems to me like maybe they cut the valve on a couple of them, and they let some coverage in, and that's what's happening now. You know, I don't want to get too over, but I agree with that assessment on your part. OBS bitrate 4000 and keyframe interval 2. Yeah, I think I have mine at... I think mine's close. I know the interval rate's at 2 or 3. Keyframe 2. 2. Bit KBS 4,000. I'm pretty sure I'm either at 4,000 or 5,000 right now, I think. Alex, thank you. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you being here, bro. CM says, boom, boom, candle. Yeah, man. Are you using Wi-Fi or an Ethernet cable? I have both. I have, but I'm directly plugged into my Ethernet. I don't know which one it's. I have both. So right now it's connected to the Wi-Fi. But I do have it plugged directly. Should I be on the Ethernet cable instead of this? I'm guessing probably is my guess, but OBS entry level streaming. Which one is it? 2500 KBS or 4000 on the streaming setting? Because there's streaming and recording. My recording seems to record fine. Like when I upload those videos, they seem to be okay. I noticed last night I was skipping a little bit in the beginning, and then boom, it cleared up and it was good the rest of the video. Anybody who is streaming 7 hours, this dude without a huge following is for the people. Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. I am the people, brother. I am the people, man. Like I said, I figured something out that I felt was super valuable and needed to be shared. Yeah. And I was sick of everything else that was going on with all the other boob tubers and Twitter personalities and everything else. Chuck, your technical analysis is excellent. One of the best. Thank you, Dino. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. 19 views. You have 100% liked. Yeah, man. Thanks. How long have you been streaming? Glad I found you on Weeble. Saw one of your TA bust Algo on AMC and I was mesmerized. Thanks, Alex. I've only been streaming for 3 weeks, bro. This is the 3rd week. I just started, man. I've been being pushed over this Algo thing. I've been sharing my stuff with some people, and they've been pushing me to do this for quite a while. I've been sitting on this method of trading for quite some time and doing it and myself and using these algorithms that I've identified. And yeah, so just recently, man, you're here for you're here for the ground floor, brother. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. Glad that that you took a liking to that. How you saw me in what, the Weeble comments? Somebody sharing me in there. Volume is key. Let's play. We are at 43 million. Yeah, volume's everything. Volume is everything. Volume is everything. I'm going to say that over and over. Volume is everything. It's an algorithm, but volume is everything. Volume is how they control the pressure, right? The pressure that's contained that they release is volume. OBS also suggested lowering your resolution. I think I have it can I pull this up while I'm on stream? Yep. Alright, stream, no, video. My resolution is 1920 by 1080 base canvas, and my scaled output is 1280 by 720. And then bicubic downscale filter, 16 sample, and then common FPS, 60 frames per second. It might count me twice each time I get on my phone to comment. Ah, darn it. I thought I had 30 viewers. What price target do you think we will hit today? No idea, Dino. No idea. Intraday. I haven't even done an intraday analysis, to be honest with you. Once, and I really can't right now. I'm waiting to confirm bottom. Once I confirm bottom, That gives me a very good idea of where we're at, and that I'm on point with my macro analysis and location within the fractal. And once I know that for sure, and I'm confident in that and convicted that 100% I'm on point, like I've been before, then I will zoom in and do a micro analysis for these intraday moves. But there's a lot of things up in the air right now as to where we are technically within the fractal shape that we're in right now. GME, do you believe it will drop to 90s? Or is that a worst case scenario? No, so like I said this the other day, and I know it's like, yeah, whatever, dude. We're not going there. Excuse me, but worst case scenario is that we haven't even seen a market correction and market crash yet. Think about that. Like, the S&P still being held up right now. I mean, yes, it's down a little bit, but we haven't even seen a 10% broad market correction right now yet. And look what we're enduring in these plays. Think of that as perspective. So what if that shit were to happen now? We're already down 50%. You know what I mean? Like, more than 50. Well, we're down 50. 47.50 was where this started. So, you know, we're pretty much down almost 50% right now. We're like literally currently. And that's after a 13% rip this morning. So think about that. We were down 60% this morning from where we just were a few weeks ago. And the market in itself has not even done a 10% correction yet. So worst case scenario is like you need to look, and that's what I keep preaching about, perspective and preparing for everything so we're surprised by nothing. Worst case scenario is you hold this bitch to zero to get them to cover because of the sheer amount of coverage that has to happen. Even if it happens at zero, we're still going to the moon. That's how bad I think we've caught these dudes off guard. Like, with this whole play, with AMC, with Gamestop, I truly feel the DD's in. Like, there are billions of shares in existence of AMC. The float for Gamestop has been verified, shorted over 100%. Like, it doesn't matter when people say I'm going to hold this bitch, you know, to zero or go, like, even if it did, and if they could, and if we can realistically in our minds tell ourselves they probably could do that if they wanted to, because guess what? They probably can. Maybe not GameStop, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But you see what they have the potential and the capability to do. Like, and this is when you got all these millions of people holding this shit like, you know, come on. And they're still able to do this? Like, it literally defies any logic of any form of supply, demand, or anything like that. So, if you can get that in your mind that that is worst case scenario. However, because of the DD being in and the sheer amount that has to be bought back and covered, that it shouldn't matter to us whether they decide to start at zero or whether they decide to start at 47.50. We know that they're not going to want to start at 47.50, but guess what's going to happen if we get to zero? They're going to cover. That will be when they cover. Well, $1, whatever. You know what I'm saying. I know you'll be like, oh no, then they won. No, they got to buy back. Like, they're not going to bankrupt. And I know mathematically there's no way that can happen, but I'm just trying to get you to grasp the concept of worst case scenario, right? And I'm being extreme on the other end of it, but that's me. I'm extreme gains, so I'm extreme pains as well. You know, it's the alter ego of extreme gains is extreme pains. So I think worst case scenario, and I make it worst case scenario, but I also have a realistic perspective on it, and that is what I just told you. Like, and I mean that. The lower we are, the closer we are for them to finally pull their trigger and say, okay, let's cover and get out. Look how low it is now. This may be our last opportunity. Just as we're saying this may be our last opportunity to buy, they're saying this might be our last opportunity to close out this low. Let's go. And then the second that happens, man, it's gone. So, and the number that they have to buy back, it doesn't matter. At that rate, it's going to blow out. If we're at $8 a share, we're still going to the moon. Okay. Ethernet, yes. Okay, so let's change that first. So I'm gonna shut the Wi-Fi off then. And leave the the Ethernet connected. Alright, so Poto, I disconnected, I shut the Wi-Fi off, and just left Ethernet connected because I couldn't tell. Both of them are saying connected, so I don't know. So what I did was I just shut Wi-Fi signal off, and then so now I'm just connected to Ethernet. So we'll give it a little bit and see. Okay, yes, stay on the Ethernet cable and turn Wi-Fi off. Okay, I just did that. Thank you, John. Yep, just did that. Poto, streaming minimum 2,500, max 4,000. Alright, let me look here. Output. Okay, well that might be it. I'm at 6,000 right now. I'm at keyframe 2, B frame 3, latency low, and bitrate 6,000. So maybe that's it you're thinking? And my recording is set up the same way. And my recordings have been okay, I think. So I'm set up the same way. B frame 3, bitrate 6,000, latency normal. Keyframe 2. Target use, quality, high profile. And my encoder, I'm using hardware QSV. I had changed that, and last week I was having a problem when I said my computer did its update, and I was having problems, and I read to change that I might be using the wrong setting there, and I changed it, and poof, we've been streaming good ever since then. But I haven't messed with the bitrate and stuff since I've done that. So those were the settings from previous. So maybe that's something I need to adjust. We'll see if this keeps doing this for you guys, and if so, maybe we'll. If that's what I have to do, and it's just something simple like that. I mean, even though I hate doing it, I'll log off. We can end this stream, and I'll reset it. I'll go in there and adjust that to like 4,000 or whatever, and we can try it and see if it works. Okay. Oh, you're legit new to YouTube? Makes sense now. What makes sense? That, without having the followers that I have, the amount of followers? Is that what you mean? Yeah. I mean, I'm new to streaming. Yeah, for sure. And putting videos out. Yeah. I just didn't do it before. Wanted to, or kind of not really didn't want to be honest. But then I started wanting to, just because of I don't know, the way I was feeling about what I was seeing on YouTube. And like I said, I got pushed to the point where I finally decided to do it, so I did it. 30 frames per second will be fine. Okay, I was told never to put that any lower than 60.
30 FPS.
I think what we do out of this first bull flag is very important right now. Break up or down. Yeah, I mean, again, CM, I'm not really concerned with the intraday stuff right now. As I am with just figuring out the macro and being on point with my assessment of that. Stonk, what's up, man? The mystery of a retracted message. I love it. What's up, though, bro? Alex, can the hedgies kick the can down the road forever, or is it a patience game to see if retail or hedgies fold? It appears that retail are doubtful of this AMC situation of hedgies not going to cover. Well, yeah, I mean, they have kicked the can. And they'll continue to as long as the market and the economy provides them a means to do so. But a correction, and this is what I want to try to get across to you guys, a correction or a crash of the market right now is actually beneficial to us. It will force the hand and it will stop the kicking of the can. They will have no choice. Banks will want their money back. Platforms, these brokerage platforms, and everybody else will have to go find these shares and buy them back because they're selling them over and over and over again on IOUs. It's a chain reaction. But like I was explaining earlier, we can a squeeze or MOAS can be initiated from either side, from the top or the bottom, and we're closer now to the bottom than we've ever been to the top. Of it actually kicking it off and you know, initiating it. What's up, Crystal Pool? Do you think this is a fake up? Just got in. I think it's a relief bounce right now, personally. Yeah. Until it proves otherwise, I think it's just a little bit of a relief bounce. And GME is getting hit again. It's coming back down. It was up almost 9%. 18, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 13. So I was like at 9. Where did it get up to? $149. So it's using the fucking the old long-term midline support. It just used as resistance. Gamestop. So not a great sign. I mean, we're again, if it closes below this as a rejection, then we definitely want tomorrow's candle to follow through and reclaim that for GameStop. They can kick the can, but it costs money. Yep. CM's right. Crystal, think what we do from here will tell a lot. If we break down out of this flag, it could be bad. Yeah. It's already bad. I mean, we're down, you know, this morning, like I was saying, we're down like 60-something% from the $47.50 we were at. But again, your perspective or perception of bad versus good will determine that. You know what I mean? If you know, like I'm talking about, the functionality of how this works when they buy back, or if the market corrects or crashes, how it can initiate this, then, you know, that's what you should be waiting for right now, really. And I hate to say it, but almost wanting that to happen, because that's the ignition that forces their hand. And you know, in my opinion, without that, all we've seen is them kicking the can because they can afford to. because the banks aren't being forced to liquidate and do anything or recall their money, or you know, they're allowing them to make payment on their loans. When that all stops, this all stops. So, you know, I hate to like be wanting a market crash, but like, in my opinion, we're the closest we've ever been to this thing ripping out of space right now. In my personal opinion. OBS test dropping stream bitrate 4,000 and we will tell you if it's better. I'm fine how things are now, but I'm not picky and mostly listen, okay? On the look of your chart to the right, could it form an inverse head and shoulders? Huh? Here? In the pennant? Watch the video, bro, that I put out last night. SPY losing support. AMC still holding the flag. This is so key right here. Come on, Amy, bust away from SPY. Yeah, it'd be great to see her, you know, divert right now. So what do you think? How's the stream, guys? Is it still... It's still telling me, yeah, a minute ago, 3 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. Okay. So, is that what you think, Poto? Same, John, is that what you both think? I should end this thing and go reset bit rate to 4,000 and frames per second to 30 on my stream setting? I'll wait here to hear back from you guys to see if you think we should try that real quick. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Inverse head and shoulders. You just mean here. Big long neck. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of do that. If you look at if you watch the video that I post, Crystal, you'll see. I guess you could look at it like that with like a super long neck. When it does form out in this white descending wedge before it breaks out here, it does kind of do that. But it's on like a stagger. You know what I mean? But yeah, check that video out, bro. It'll show you. It'll definitely show you. Yeah, I see my stream's like lagging too. I think I'm delayed too because you guys haven't commented back yet. And let me know if we should do that or not. Damn, it's lagging big time. I'm just now seeing that, guys. Alright, I'm going to end the stream here. I'll be right back on. Okay? I'm going to end it real quick. And I'm going to adjust a couple settings, come back on, we'll try it. Sucks, I'm probably going to lose a bunch of people. I've already lost half. We had 30 something in here, and there's only 15 of y'all. So I'd appreciate if y'all come back, but I got to get this worked out. So it sucks, man. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end it now, and I'm going to